Welcome to the Dolby Stereo Cp200. Always wanted one of these. Since saw one of these many years ago. Always wanted one. The cinema used to work with UCI many years ago, and then Warner Brothers, and they had Cp200, Warner Brothers, DTS, mostly Cp200s. UCI, they mostly had Cp55 when starting there, in their early days. There's a bit of a Cp5 up there, 55 up there. That's my cat. He thinks every time I come into the kitchen it's food. When he's got food in his bowl, I think he's suffering a bit of memory loss. This is the accessory unit that goes with the Dolby Cp200. It's presently here. Needs a certain type of connector, a rectangular connector that attaches up at the back. So I need to get one of those, and then I can connect it up. I've got all the ribbon tracks made up for it. They're just ribbon tracks that are sort of like that. A ribbon track, and that's inside the control unit of the Cp200. It's all running with a Dolby Atmos. It's all up and running. Most of what is here, the if I turn the camera light off, don't focus very well on the illuminated meter display, meter filter displays. These I customized them myself because most Cp200s usually don't have the VU meters non-illuminated. I thought, well, the meters are just similar to what's in most CB radios, or these sort of type of meters. They've been around for years. They've been around for a long time. They still make them, and these are all brand new. I had to put brand new ones onto the card. If I power it down, remove the card. So all the meters are all brand new, because all the original ones were like, well, I think they've seen better days. And this doesn't focus very well on there. Doesn't focus very well because it's not on autofocus on the camera here. 1980, which was, I think the release for the Cp200 was January, February, March. I think January, February. I think it was March 1980. So just a few months in time for The Empire Strikes Back, if you think about it. Oh, wow. Just a bit of circuit modification on the back. Very simple soldering. Put some heat shrink over the resistors and wire up the meters so they're illuminated. Of course, they're getting a 12 volt supply at the back. resistors just to reduce the amount of brightness, because they were very, 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 very bright. I only need to reduce it a little bit. Just got to get that card to slot in on the track. On that, there we go. How simple is that, huh? It's a lot simpler than opening a, you know, an AVR where you got to, well, yeah, you'd be at it. So if anything were to go wrong, which some things did, because this mainly came very cheap, and well, with all the cards mostly intact, a few I had to get, like the accessory unit that's in the kitchen. I had to get that separate from somewhere else, and then I had to get some other cards to go in, but it's a full house as far as I know, apart from the accessory unit. I'm using my Cp200 to kind of like help with my left center, right center. So if anyone's familiar with the Cp200 for its 70mm use, this is by far the best they've made. Still present to this day. It's still regarded as pretty damn good processor. Might be analog, who cares? You know, all the other digital stuff, you know, it's got all this whiz bang whoosh and that, but oh wow, I look at a Cp200, it's like, oh wow, nice. Just very nice. Up here is the Dolby MP1 MPU1. That stands for magnetic preamplifier unit. This needs, fortunately, this needs cards, which I'm still looking around for. It's only came with a few, and the hinge, well, it's broken there a little bit. I can get new hinges to go on these, and it would be like, well, I mean, for the actual unit, it's in pretty good, fair condition. Little stubborn scratch marks, but pretty good condition, really. This would be the power on card, or that would be the format cards, or so you can do manual setting, or keep it in the middle position for auto. That's the card that needs to be powered up. That could be powered from the Dolby PS1B down here. 3 of these I've got. That's the power supply to, and all the DC capacitors inside, some capacitors, oh gosh, I mean, I had to strip the old ones out and put brand new one in, because the capacitors, oh gosh, were quite a few decades old. See, my cats, they still think it's feeding time, and if I don't give them something, I'm gonna have a mutiny. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, hold on. There you go. There you go, Mitch. There you go, son. These are the Dolby A type cards that usually go in the Cp200. You can put Dolby SR cards in them. It's fitted with Dolby SR cards at the moment. I'll just put my A cards back here, just keep them safe. There's some more SR cards in there. This stuff is very, very, very cheap today. It's either that or it goes in a skip. Most people wouldn't know what to do with this equipment, but it's just like any other, you know. It's just like any other audio equipment, ins and outputs, and you know, it's very simple to connect up. That's another spare Cp200 there. That was cheap, but it's only got a few cards inside it, so plus again one of the hinges, which is typical. But now got something there spare I can use out. Put that on there. Yeah, very typical with the hinges. Very typical. Same with there. Yeah, get the hinges on buy metal hinges. The original plastic ones on there are still intact. So I've got 4 of these, I think. Or was it 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. They all look alike sometimes, and it's hard to keep track of these things. But oh yeah, I can wire all that up, do a few things in the home cinema. Oh, of course, that's the equipment rack. Height number 1, height number 2, height number 3, or height 1 front, height 1 middle, height 1 rear. Left, center, right, center, surround left, 1, 2 and 3, middle, center, back, surround right, 1, 2 and 3, height 1, height 2, height 3, and stereo rear back surrounds. Dolby EX, these are really cheap now, you know. They're almost cheaper than an AVR. And I mean, well, cheap. And even the THXs are cheap now. That's the real professional, you know. So if you're a fan of Star Wars, Jedi sort of thing, you know, any Star Wars fan, home cinema would have one of these, but very few and far between. And I've got 2 of them. That's my first one there. The other one's down there. Those are the 2 other spare Dolby PS1Bs. There's an amp there I've got to do a repair on. These are going to be for my sub-bass seating shaking, vibrating Oro things that attach to the seating. One's only being used at the moment because I've got to fit up, but I've got to connect all the rest of them up and then figure out, well, I've got to buy another amplifier because I'm going to have them all running independently, so they all have their own amplifier, but they're all running on from the same THX crossover system, so I can adjust. for the seats. 9 nuke. Pretty common sort of thing, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of prefer the black ones, really. Yeah, I just prefer the black ones. No, I don't really prefer. I just like the black ones. I like that one. But then I don't look at them that much because I'm in the room and I can't hear them that much. That's doing the TCB JBL subs, the 4782s. That's doing the center channel. That's below surround channel. Underneath, that's a below matrix that I use with the Dolby Atmos. That's left center, right center bass channel, left and right bass channel, and those are the JBL 4645 and 4645C. Everything's all turned up. Everything's turned up. I only need a little bit less on the surrounds, but I might turn them up a bit more. And the EQ for the sidewall surrounds. So that's there and there and there. That's left. There and there and there. That's right. So they're all powered and controlled individually, so I can adjust, you know, finesse. But oh, there's a nice little rare thing here. Dolby EX DU4. It's basically a watered down version of the of that, but more about that, because that essentially is, when you open it, it's a Dolby Cp45. All that's been done is a few things there desoldered, removed. The other EQs, these would be for your surrounds, the left and right, and then this would be for your LCR. I don't know about the frequencies on it, because I don't know if they're just putting these random freaks, because I haven't exactly powered this one up yet. It's powered up, ready. It's not turned on. Plus I've got to connect up the lead for it. The optical preamp would go at the back there. It would fit somewhere at the back on this board, and then here, around this part here, would be where the other cat card goes for the if you want to use this processor for stereo surrounds. If it's connected with a Dolby DA20. Just don't really want to tighten these up. There we go. And of course, well, the THX. You know, everybody talks about THX, and you know, the difference between this and the home is different. You know, that's what it's basically like, and I like it. Damn, is that is awesome to think. Return of the Jedi went through that, and then maybe other Star Wars films, Star Treks, and Indiana Jones, and oh, think of that, yeah, just think of that, you know. Because to get one of these many years ago, which I did try, I'm afraid they said we don't sell that for the consumer market. I thought, oh, that's kind of disappointing. And mind you, that was quite many years ago. But wow, you just wait, don't you, patiently, and then one day, bam! I'm still pinching myself, thinking, I've got two of them. You know, I just want to get the second one fitted in there, but it's looking at the rack and what to do with the rack, and it's pretty much full. It's pretty much, well, it just looks like a cinema one. It looks pretty stellar on the cheap side, but I still like my Cp200. Yeah, let's do a few things there. Let's go to format 66, which is Dolby test tone. Just unmute a few channels. That's from the center. I could unmute the others and get a bit louder. Let's turn that fader down. Got Dolby meters moving. The ones on the side here, they do move, but I haven't got the, that's why I haven't got the other car accessory unit fitted in, because these are outputting 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm using that channel there for my sub bass, that for LCR, left surround, right surround, and of course up here I'm using left center, right center. That's reserved at the moment. Plus I've got my back surrounds going on there on this card here. So I've got the back surrounds going, so if I wanted to do some extra special modification tweaking for the surrounds, a little bit of boosting or what, yeah, that's your switch for the Dolby format for the surrounds, left total, right, sorry, left extra and right extra and split surround. That's format 40 there. It'll go up to format 43, format 44, and above that it's not yet programmed in, which the programming is on these cards here. They got dip switches on them. I can take one of them out, power that down. Where are we? Yeah. You can do it by programming it by dip switch, or you can solder diodes on, and I got about 1,000 diodes in a packet to use. So when I want to do it, and if I want to put the format sequence in on it to configure the channels to be switched around, plus I've got to do some wiring on the back of the processors as well, or some soldering. Yeah, this has been my project for last year, this, to get this. It's taken about a few months just to get it all up and running, because I had to get spare parts and other cards to slot in, because some cards were faulty and I had to get new cards, because I know now if a card would go faulty, if the processor wasn't to turn on, that is, it does turn on, but the fuses blow, 1, 2 and 3. If any of these blow, all I do is go through the procedure of unplug all the cards, replace the fuse, power it back up. If power supply turns on, okay, and then start putting all the cards in one by one by one by one until the fuse blows. And then it's then a simple thing of going to the card and checking it over with a multimeter to see which components are faulty, and then replace that component, and then put the card back in, and it should all turn on again, which has been the case. And it was, you know, just a case of replace a resistor. If it was something a little bit more, and it's going to be a little bit more complicated, but I've got enough spare Dolby matrix cards. The only other one I'm looking for is the I think it's the 150F, I think. And of course it's fitted with Dolby SR cards, 280Ts. Yeah, so nice processor. It's a nice cinema processor. I'll get that there. Whoa. Whoa. What's that loud? Be great once I get the accessory unit fitted in, and do a few special connecting. Down there is the Dolby SDU4s, and they're used for my 5-screen matrix, which is up behind the screen. I can configure, well, I can, like just any other home, you know, cinema. I could do mono, or I could do stereo with just music, play it on the left center, right center channels, or I can switch it over to the left and right a little bit more wider, and that's got nothing to do with front wide and Dolby Atmos front wide. It's a total different thing. Even though that can do wide, but I don't use it. Just utilize all the 6 overheads. Otherwise you get a trade-off. When they're in that mode, they do my 5-screen. When they're in that mode, they do LCR. In that mode, they do left center, right center, or stereo, or I can still play a film 5.1, 7.1 as an LCR, but the center channel, it would be piggybacked on behind the left center and the right center, or I can just go to, you know, and adjusting the level on the AVR. I can, you know, but it's best kept at 0. Or I can do something like lowering the left and the right, and the center one will still stay phantomed. Or I can just switch it to 5-screen and go, so you have dialogue, panning, moving around, maybe starting there or starting there and then moving there or there, just depending on where it is. Ice Station, Zebra. Oh wow, that's brilliant. Anyway, I suppose just a little few seconds and more. Everything's on auto here. Everything's on auto. Oh yeah, it's in sleep mode, isn't it? The alien. fader up at 7. How many home cinemas played 0? That's just a case of you just adjust everything, yeah, and you still use 0, yeah. Otherwise, if it was just left as it is and playing it at 0, well, of course it's going to be damn loud. I'm on 5 screen now, I think. Yeah. I think I've got my overheads turned on. I think they're still turned on, the amplifier, because sometimes if I'm not going to play Dolby Atmos, yeah, they're turned on. Oh yeah, look at all these. Got all the levels on the surrounds going. Oh. Oh wow. Have I got the blow surround turned on? It is now. Oh wow. Expired. Whoa. Nice bass mid. And that's without the subs or the LFE turned on. Wow, that flies overhead. Wow, that is brilliant. Wow. Expired. That one there. Let's turn that down. Oh, sub on, sub off, sub on, sub off, or both of them. Feels like a blimmin' earthquake. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's brilliant. I could seeing where the dimensionality is with the spaceship flying around. Wow, sounds like I've got boosters firing downward with the blow surround, along with. Wow, holy crow me. Whoa. Forward engine, starboard side. I'm gonna try and torch the fucker. It's an exciting sound mix. Whoa. Oh, you're starting your climb as well, aren't you? Hey, hey. My cat Magic, he is, come on, you're a catastrophe. You are a catitty catastrophe. Come on, down. Down. Oh. Oh, the alien's behind us. That's Magic. Get it, Magic. That alien was behind us going. Oh, that alien's behind us. Wow. Holy. Damn, does that feel like that thing's rolling around? So immersive. Wow. Oh, nice bit of overhead. Here it comes. Height number 2. Middle, overhead. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, this film rumbles. Wow. Well, that's that.